Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome to the Core Knowledge Education Workshop.
Hello.
Hello. So today what we're going to do, we're going to continue with our language and literature, the building blocks for kindergarten.
Right.
Okay, and today we're going to talk about some activities that you can do at home with poetry.
Right, with the nursery rhymes, with the rhyming words, because we know that repetition is the mother of all learning.
All learning.
And we know that language acquisition comes in through rhyme, rhythm and repetition. So here we are at the kindergarten level.
Yes.
And we are reading aloud with our children, and some sophisticated language concepts are being laid at this foundational level. So we're reading aloud to our children. Yes, we are. And what we can do is emphasize those rhyming words that are in those nursery rhymes. Okay, so one activity for us to do is to read a poem aloud to your child and then reread it, which we're doing because we know that repetition is the mother of all learning.
All learning.
And we want to emphasize the rhyming words.
Yes.
So we're going to read the poem again.
Okay.
And we're going to ask our child to fill in the blank with the rhyming words. So for example, we might have, the familiar Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candle, blank. Okay, and we'll wait for our child to fill in the blank with the word stick, because that rhymes with quick. Okay, good. So we're going to read the poem aloud several times, and as we talk about the poem, once again, we're going to give our child one member of a pair of rhyming words, and we're going to ask them to fill in the blank. We just did it with Jack be nimble, and we're going to do it again with a nursery rhyme like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, for example. So here we have Twinkle, Twinkle, and Lori's going to hold this up for you because we have Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how I wonder what you
blank. And
your child will fill in the rhyming word are. Okay, and we can also do this too as we continue. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the blank sky. Okay, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And notice what your child is doing. Word association. Okay, once again, through rhythm, through rhyme and repetition. Now,
so let's just talk about those rhyming words in that poem.
Right. And so here we have words now, and as Lori holds it up, we have, for example, we have things like, we can ask our child, what other words rhyme with a star? What other words rhyme with are? And they can fill it in. They'll be thinking, they'll be making associations, and they may come up with words like far, and bar, and car, and jar, etc. Notice the word association that's going there. Notice the language acquisition that's happening there. Once again, all through rhythm, rhyme, repetition, through our read aloud, through our conversation, and engaging our children in the language acquisition process.
And it's seemingly simple, but it's ushering in more complex words and more complex thought processes
That's
as well.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Now, parents out there, have you all noticed that our children love to point out mistakes that we make?
Oh, yes, they do.
They love it. They love it. They love to point it out. So we can incorporate that into our read aloud activity.
Oh, okay.
How you may ask? Well, by having your child find the mistake
that
in the rhyme.
Make.
Right, the mistake in the rhyme. So our children are going to be the mistake finders. So we're going to read the poem aloud, and they're going to listen for the mistake. And when they find the mistake, or when they hear the mistake, they will clap. They'll clap. Okay, so let's give it a try. Let's see how this one works. So we have 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the gate.
Clap.
Yeah, okay. So let them tell you. Well, why are you clapping? Oh, because that's not right. Okay, well, which word is not right? Gate. Well, what should it be? Can you say the whole poem with the rhyming word? Yes, I can. They'll say. Okay, so let's hear it. Here we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. There you go. They've identified what's not rhyming, and they replaced it with the rhyming word. Complex skill. ushering in complex language acquisition.
Exactly.
Okay, all through rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. I love that one. And your children will love that one too. They'll be quick to clap and tell you what the mistake is, because they love to show how smart. They love to demonstrate their intelligence. They love it, and we love to see it.
Exactly.
Now, you might ask your child to repeat a word you say and then say a rhyming word. Okay, so for example, you say cat and your child says cat and bat. Okay, you say, for example, bed. And what can your child say, Lori?
They can say red and lead and head.
Right. And you could try a few other words like map, for example, and your child can say cap and tap, for example. So your child is associating words with the rhyme. A great activity, and also to extending the activity. So by reading nursery rhymes with your child and using these activities, language acquisition builds naturally. It builds naturally. And it builds organically.
Yes.
And before you know it, that language reservoir is getting more full and more full each and every time. Mm-hmm. Now, we do have a few. Before we end our workshop today, we're going to look at just a few nursery rhymes. And we're going to try to identify the rhyming words. And the thing about it is, too, as we're reading these nursery rhymes with our child, we're also looking at language acquisition and expansion. So let's just think about this. Sing a song of sixpence. Okay, here we go. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked dinner pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird and pecked off a nose. Now, let's look at the rhyming words. We have rye and
pie.
Okay, we have sing and
king.
We have money and
honey.
We have clothes and
nose.
Yeah, then we have some words here that might need to be explained, like sixpence.
What is a sixpence? You may ask.
It's British currency, British money. Okay, what is rye? A pocket full of rye. Is that a type of grain, for example? Okay. What is a blackbird? Okay, it's a type of bird. And it's a dainty dish. I'm trying to think, what is dainty?
What does the word dainty mean?
For example, does it mean big or does it mean small?
Petite?
Yeah, petite is petite. What is the parlor? Is there a parlor in a house? Can we identify the parlor in our houses today, or is it just certain types of houses that have parlors?
Good question.
Okay. And the garden. What might grow in a garden, for example? And what is pecked? Pecked off her nose. What kind of action is peck? So as you can see, in the kindergarten nursery rhyme, through rhythm, rhyme, and repetition, look at the language acquisition that can take place there.
In a seemingly simple rhyme.
Okay. Now let's find another one. We have, was it 3 blind mice we're going to look at?
I think it was 3 blind mice.
Okay, we'll look at 3 blind mice. So here we go. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They run after the farmer's wife, they cut off their tail with a carver's knife. Do you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice? Look at this. We have the farmer. We have the carving knife, for example, and even the word blind. Do we have repetition? We have rhyme, yes. We have wife, knife, and life, for example. Okay, we have repetition in mice and run, for example. So in that seemingly simple nursery rhyme,
seemingly simple.
Okay, we have the conduit, the vehicle by which language acquisition takes place, for example, through rhythm, rhyme, and repetition. So as you can see, just using these seemingly simple activities, with nursery rhymes, with our kindergartners, look at the foundation we're laying. the kindergartners in the children's garden. Look at the foundation that's being laid.
Exactly.
So we cannot wait to hear your comments, your feedback about these activities that you are engaging in with your children. We love what you've written us so far, what you've inboxed us so far, and we just want to thank you for letting us share these activities with you today in our core knowledge education workshop. And if you have any, once again, any thoughts, any comments, please comment on the page. Please share with other parents. I'd love to hear from other parents.
Yes, we do.
And there's one more thing. What? I forgot. That Read Aloud.
Oops.
That Read Aloud challenge.
Day 4.
Day 4. We're loving it. Don't forget, we have until September 30th with our Read Aloud challenge. Keep reading. Keep sharing.
15 minutes a day. 15 minutes or more.
Right.
Daily.
Daily. A world of difference it will make. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting us be with you every Sunday and every Wednesday. What's coming up this Wednesday?
We're going to talk about fables, in particular Aesop fables.
That's right. You know, fables have to do with animals.
Always with animals.
Yeah.
And they always teach a child a moral lesson.
Right. Like the boy who cried wolf. Okay, so we're going to get into those at the kindergarten level for our Wednesday workshop session. So thank you again.
And keep in mind, too, that even though this is seemingly simple, you can adjust it to any grade level.
That's right. Invaluable advice. Invaluable. So thank you again for today's workshop. We will see you Wednesday. Keep up that Read Aloud challenge. Share and like. Okay. See you Wednesday.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.